Hi, y'all. So today I wanted to do a collective reading, but I thought I would switch things up and do a pick a pile. So what I did was shuffle my Rider-Waite tarot deck into 4 equal piles, and then as an indicator of what pile you want to pick, I shuffled my oracle cards of famous musicians. It's called Music Oracles. I got this as a gift by one of my roommates one year for Christmas. It was wonderful. The deck is by Stephen Ellick and illustrated by Timba Smits. So I shuffled those and I put those on each pile. So whatever one you are drawn to is the pile you should pick. And I have timestamped this video to which ones, each of the piles. So you can click right through to the pile that you want, but quickly I will go through and speak about each card. So the first card that came out was Prince. If you don't know who this is, shame on you. If you don't know who any of these musicians are, you should look them up. They are all wonderful and revolutionary music makers. This card says, do what you damn well like, but always do it to the utmost. Never lose touch with your colorful side. Your dream home lies outside of time. Prince. So that's the first pile. The second pile, we have Lou Reed. I believe he was the founder of Velvet Underground, a revolutionary art punk band. This says, I think of you, but not that often. Survive your own war. Learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. Lou Reed. That's the second pile. The third pile, we have one of my personal favorites, Kendrick Lamar, revolutionary rapper and hip-hop artist. Become the cure, not the symptom. Don't demand respect, command it. You can be broke without being broken. Kendrick Lamar. That's the third pile. And then for the final pile, we have Miriam Makeba. If the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. Your joy makes fools of your oppressors. In an age of liars, the truth is dynamite. Miriam Makeba. And that is the fourth pile. So I have timestamped this video, and whichever pile you chose, based on whatever one of those music oracle cards is resonating with you, you can jump right to that spot in the video. See you there. So for the first pile, we have Prince. And I'm just gonna shuffle these cards and then lay out 5 of them as a brief reading. I've never shuffled so few cards. All right. So for the overall energy, we have the High Priestess. This can speak about letting your intuition guide you, letting your divine feminine guide you. Listening to your inner knowledge, the wisdom that you've gathered in your life. Looking to the cards, the signs, the symbols. Using your intuition to guide you through a tough decision. Using your divine femininity, your inner voice. Trusting your gut. The High Priestess is a very powerful card. That's an interesting overall energy. So getting into the reading, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. This can speak about being unmotivated, not knowing how to get started on a project, not knowing how to get going on something, not knowing how to move forward. This can speak about having an idea of how you want to start making money, or having an idea about how you want to move forward with a new idea, a new business idea, but you're not sure how to go about it. Maybe you have a lot of ideas right now and you don't know how to narrow it down to just one of them. Maybe you have the initiative and the drive to get something going, but you don't have a solid plan in place before you get started on it. You should really sit down and write some things out, make a business plan, make some lists, some to-dos, and that can help you organize yourself to get this idea moving. Maybe someone is coming towards you and offering something to you of material goods. Someone is making an offer to you about, hey, I want to bring this to you. I want to be stable with you, but you can see that it's not going to last long. You can see that it's on shaky ground and there's no foundation there. You can see that this person doesn't have that much to offer you materially. And it's not that you're being turned off by this person because of their wealth or their status. It's that you can see the flaws in their offer. It's not a strong, sensible offer, and you're into things for the long haul. Maybe you're looking for something more serious and strong and foundational, and this person, whatever they're offering, you can see right through it, and you can see that it doesn't have a strong bottom to support it, and you don't see the value in what they're offering you. Or it could be that you have an idea, but you're not sure how to move forward with it and where to take it. Now, if this is regarding a person and an offer that they're coming towards you with, it could have something to do with the fact that there is some emotional baggage from your past that is weighing you down. It could be that there's something from childhood that is not healed yet, that is preventing you from moving forward with this business plan or moving forward with this offer that this person is presenting you with. It could be that you and this person go way back. You and this person have some history, but it's some negative history. It's not great. There's some unhealed things from the past the two of you share, and that's why you're very hesitant to move forward with this person that's approaching you. It could be that there is some unhealed things from your past that is holding you back, maybe in terms of family, and maybe some family conditioning has told you that you're not going to be successful, and that is why you're hesitant to move forward with this plan. You're letting the voices of your childhood self, your damaged childhood ego, you're letting that insecurity drive you, and that's what's stopping you from moving forward with this new business idea that you want to pursue. If there's family that's discouraging you from trying something new or moving forward with an idea to provide for yourself or do something that brings you happiness, fuck that. Fuck that. If there's some childhood stuff that's, those voices in your head, the inner child within you is holding you back, maybe you need to do some healing work when it comes to that. The next card out was the Nine of Swords reversed. This says a lot about releasing a period of emotional and mental anguish that you were in. You could have been in a period for a while where you were really hurting and anxious and having nightmares and maybe experiencing some insomnia, experiencing some sleeplessness, some restlessness, a lot of fear, worry, anxiety, a lot of really heavy negative emotions that were literally like keeping you up at night. But you may be coming out of that period. You may be coming out of those heavy feelings and you're releasing some of that baggage. That could have something to do with some childhood stuff. Maybe someone's coming forward with an offer towards you and you're very hesitant to take it because there's some past patterns that have held you back, and there's some things from the past that are making you really worried and hesitant to walk into this because you're thinking to yourself, well, what if it's just going to be the same as all the other people? What if this offer isn't going to go anywhere and I'm just going to get hurt like I always have? Or I'm still healing some stuff and I'm not really ready. I'm still going through a lot and I'm not really ready. Well, it seems to me that you're releasing this period of like heavy emotions. Maybe you're still working through some of the childhood stuff, but you've really felt all that you need to feel and you're finally starting to release a lot of those negative feelings. And I think the decision about whether or not you're going to accept this offer that someone's coming towards you with has to do with letting your intuition guide you, trusting your intuition, trusting that inner voice. But it seems that something's coming to an end. Something is coming to a very swift, abrupt end. There may be some connections that you may need to cut off. There may be some people that you need to cut off. Maybe someone has stabbed you in the back. Maybe someone has done something really suddenly that has ended a connection between you and another person. It could be the ending to something really negative that needed to end as well. Maybe there was a person, maybe an ex, that kept coming back into your life to offer you something shitty that you didn't want to take because you know it had no real value. And it's because they couldn't let go of the past you two shared. They couldn't let go of it, but you have. You've let go of that. And once you learn to release all of these negative emotions, once you've come out of this really horrible period, you're finally letting whatever this was die. You're letting it end. You're letting it come to a final, complete end. You're putting the nail in the coffin. I think you're also letting go of a lot of self-judgment, a lot of self-criticism. It could be that something needs to come to an end, but you haven't quite realized it yet. You haven't received this message from the universe. You haven't received this calling that this connection or this thing needs to come to an end. This pattern needs to come to an end. I think you're not trusting yourself. You're not letting your inner voice guide you. There's a lot of self-doubt going on. But what you really need to do is to trust your intuition and let those inner voices guide you. When your gut's telling you something, you should listen to it. When your gut's telling you something, you should definitely listen to it. Maybe you were connecting with someone from your past and a history you shared with this person, and you thought, oh, maybe we'll try again. Maybe we'll try to open something up here. They're offering me something. It could be good, but we have an interesting past. We have a really messy and quite negative past where there's a lot of unhealed emotions there. And I think you were going back and forth about it, but when you started to finally release a lot of that pain, or you realize that you have released all of those feelings related to this person, you're letting that cycle finally come to an end. And you're letting the self-doubt go that you're not. For a long time, you were probably telling yourself, well, I can't do better than this person, so I might as well settle. No more of that settling shit. No more of that going back to people just because there's a history there. No more going back to people because we're scared to move forward and look for someone new and find someone even better. We need more of trusting our gut and letting our intuition guide us and reminding ourselves that there's better out there for us. That there's much more out there for us. When one door closes, another one opens. When someone leaves your life, it's because the universe was trying to make space for someone new to come in. And with Prince, do what you damn well like, but always do it to the utmost. Never lose touch with your colorful side. Your dream home lies outside of time. So remember to do what is ultimately best for you. I think that's the message in here. Never lose touch with your colorful side. Let yourself be who you are. Let yourself be vibrant, colorful. Let yourself live, be free, be emotionally free. And your dream home lies outside of time. I think we need to remember that we can't make homes in people until we've made homes within ourselves. And when we make a home within ourselves, we are infinite. There is no time period on that. Where we truly deserve and belong to exist is outside of what we know. It's outside of other people. It's within ourselves, which is infinite. I love that. That's wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this message, whoever picked this pile. I hope that if you picked this, it's because you resonated with Prince in some way. What a wonderful Gemini. And I hope you got something out of this spread here. So the next spread is Lou Reed. For any of those of you who have picked Lou Reed, this card again says, I think of you, but not that often. Survive your own war. Learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. That's beautiful. I don't know a ton about Lou Reed, but I know that he was one of the masterminds behind Velvet Underground. They were a punk band in the 70s, 80s. Art punk. I wish I knew more. So I'm just shuffling this little tiny 1/4 of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And whatever falls out, falls out. And then I'll pull if nothing does. It's so interesting to shuffle such a small pile. Pull the rest. So I'm doing 5 cards, and then the bottom of the deck is the overall energy. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, I love. Okay, so the overall energy is the Eight of Swords reverse, which I love because I don't know why it speaks to me very clearly with the last message in the Lou Reed card, which says, "Learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss." This card can speak about loss, but gaining something once you lose. This card can speak about releasing yourself from a negative cycle, but a self-imposed one, where you feel trapped and restricted, but it's within your own mind. It's within your own restrictions that you set for yourself. Self-imposed exile, self-imposed imprisonment. You're finally releasing yourself from this cycle. You're releasing yourself from these negative patterns of thinking, from all of this self-doubt, this self-criticism, the I can't do it, I can't do this, I don't know if I can. You're releasing yourself from these negative thinking patterns that are keeping you restricted and keeping you from moving forward in your life. They're keeping you from being free. Maybe you're trapped in a really negative cycle that you need to break out of. First cut out is the Ace of Wands and then the King of Cups. I think you are coming into an energy where you're finally getting a spark. You're finally getting some ideas flowing again. You're getting your energy back. Was all of a sudden a spark that got your energy flowing again. So you're starting to feel good again. You're starting to get back into the swing of things, get back into a routine. It could be that there's a spark and you're finally meeting someone. You're going to connect with a King of Cups of some sort. The King of Cups speaks of someone who is very emotionally grounded, very emotionally mature. It's more of a masculine energy, but remember, we all have masculine, feminine energies. It's an emotional and nurturing male energy. So you may be coming into a connection with someone. There's like a passionate spark of energy between you two. Maybe you're going to meet a King of Cups of some sort, or you're feeling a spark and a burst of energy all of a sudden that you're getting your energy back, you're getting your flow back, your funk back, and you are stepping into the King of Cups energy. You feel emotionally stable, emotionally grounded, emotionally nurturing to those around you. You have a very solid give and take. You're very capable of the flow of emotions between you and other people. Maybe that's what you stepping into this energy is what's giving you your energy back. Or you're getting your energy back and now you're finally ready and able to step into an emotionally giving and open and free standpoint. Maybe you finally feel that you're in an emotionally good place and you're ready to try again with something, or you're ready to start something new, but I think you're going back to the same old shit. You're thinking, okay, let me try this one more time. With the Eight of Cups reversed, it can be reverting back to something, not ready yet to walk away from it, not ready completely to leave something in the past, to leave something behind. I think that you're thinking, okay, well, I have this spark of energy, I feel emotionally stable, why don't I try this one more time? Why don't I go for this one more time? But I think the Page of Cups is telling you, the Page of Cups reverse, sorry. It's telling you that there's a bad omen here, that's not the best idea. I think it's telling you that you're romanticizing something that you should not be romanticizing. You're remembering the good parts and not the bad parts. You may be romanticizing something to a detriment where you are blinded by the negative side of things and you're only seeing the positive. Maybe there's a connection that you feel in a good place right now, so you're going to try and revisit it, but you're going to try one more time. But the Page of Cups reversed is telling you that either you or this person is emotionally immature and not ready to handle that, or you're going to make an offer to someone and they're going to reject you, or you're going to ultimately end up rejecting someone else because you're seeing that you had your head in the clouds about this, and I think who this person really is going to reveal itself to you and you're going to be disappointed. I think you're going to get an answer that you didn't want. You're going to see some things that you didn't want to see, but it's because you went back to something that should have stayed closed. And I think it's this cycle that you were on. And I think that you're going to be disappointed, and ultimately there's going to be rejection here, and you're not going to be fulfilled in love, is because you're going to remember that you and this person, there was only ever fighting. There was only ever arguing. It was only ever a head-to-head, a battle. There was always tension. There was always an ego battle. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's stronger? Who's louder? I think you wanted so bad for there to be a spark between you two again. You wanted so bad for this person to be the King of Cups, or you are the King of Cups, and you want this person to be on the same page with you and to be as emotionally mature as you are. And so you're revisiting it, but I think you're really going to be disappointed by the offer, or the offer that you're making, or this person maybe is coming to you and offering you something in love or emotionally. But you're realizing that all you two ever do is fight. All you two ever do is argue and battle, and it's just so much energy, it's exhausting, and it's ultimately not the kind of connection that you want. And so it's a cycle that you were stuck in with this person. Maybe you've done this many times where you get to a good place and then you think, okay, I'll revisit this. I'll see if anything has changed. But every time you go back, you realize it's the same old shit. It's the same old, you haven't changed. You're still emotionally immature. We still fight all the time. And this isn't working. This isn't what I want. So you're finally releasing yourself from this negative cycle that you've been stuck in. You're releasing yourself from these limiting beliefs. This is so similar to the last pile, where you're realizing this isn't what I want, and I can release myself from this because this person isn't going to change, and it hasn't changed in the way that I thought it would. And I think you're finally letting something come to an end. Yeah, this is pretty similar to the last reading. You're finally letting something come to an end because you're realizing that it's not what you wanted and nothing has changed, and you need to move on to the next thing. There is something better for you out there. We need to release ourselves from this idea that we can only go back to one person, or this is the only person for us, and there's history there. And you know what? Sometimes we gotta try it multiple times, and by the 4th, 5th, 6th time is when we finally realize that it's time to let it go. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people, the universe is trying to teach you a lesson. Some people, it takes us 6 tries to learn that lesson. Some people gotta go on that journey over and over again until it hurts so bad that they finally realize that they don't want to do this anymore. They're awakened to the cycle, and they're awakened to the idea that they've done this before, and they've seen this all before, and they've done it so many times that they're tired, and their higher self says, okay, you've learned your lesson finally. I'll give you a rest. It's time for you to move on now. And I think you're finally realizing that you're being awakened, and you're releasing yourself from this negative cycle that you were on. And that's so powerful and so beautiful. So I love this Lou Reed card as the overall energy, because the first sentence is, I think of you, but not that often. So it's okay to reminisce. It's okay to still think about this person, to still have love for this person, as long as you're not engaging and going back to this connection. And it says to survive your own war. So maybe you've been on this cycle a lot of times, but you're surviving it. You've been through this war so many times, and it's like, you know what? I can handle it. I've done this before, and I'm going to survive it. I'm surviving my own war. I'm surviving my own cycle that I've been trapped in, my own thoughts, my own negative patterns. And it says to learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. I think that speaks so much about this. There's a lot of magic in losing, and there's a lot of loss in magic, and we have to learn that life is about both. Sometimes we experience loss, and sometimes we experience pure blissful magic. But we need both to recognize the importance of the other, and that's just life. This was beautiful. I hope any of you who picked this pile got something out of this. I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope that you like the musical oracle cards as a way to pick the piles. I really like that Lou Reed card and how it ties into this reading. All right, so any of you who picked the 3rd pile, this is for the pile with a Kendrick Lamar card. Again, this card says, become the cure, not the symptom. Don't demand respect, command it. You can be broke without being broken. Kendrick Lamar, what a legend. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be biased or get personal, but that's actually one of my favorite artists of all time. If you have not listened to him, I highly recommend. He is a poet in the truest sense of the word. So what I'm doing is just shuffling each little pile, and if any cards fall out, I'll take them, but I'm pulling 5 cards and an overall energy. I'll take it. Wow. 2 kings and a queen. That could be messy. Wow. All right. So first, the overall energy is the Knight of Pentacles. I love this card. I think it speaks a lot about moving forward, getting started on something at a very slow, steady pace, taking it step by step, one day at a time, working really tirelessly and meticulously and repetitively towards your goals. You know that even if the work you're doing becomes very monotonous and repetitive, you know that it's necessary and it's part of moving towards your goal at a slow, steady pace. You could be making an offer to someone in business or in love. You may be offering up the stability that you have. You may be an earth sign, or you may be connecting with an earth sign. Someone could be coming towards you with an offer. Could be business or love, but it speaks a lot about stability, trying to build something with a strong foundation, trying to get started on a business plan, working towards a goal. You have this idea in mind of a goal you want to achieve, so you're getting started by doing the little steps it takes every day. There's something you can do every day to work towards your goal, even if your goal seems so far away. Little by little, step by step. Oh, I love this. The Kendrick card, it says you can be broke without being broken. So maybe you're broke right now, but that everyday grind, that day by day, step by step, you're not broken. You may be broke right now, but you're working towards your goal with consistency, precision, with deliberate action. The choices you make are going to take you towards where you want to be. And then we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I'm getting this energy of either you are feeling very much so the Queen of Cups, you're feeling very stable emotionally, you're feeling the give and flow, you're feeling very emotionally open and nurturing, you feel able to give and receive, you feel emotionally steady, you feel like you've healed, you've done your healing, you feel very insightful, intuitive, you've really worked hard on your emotional self, and you feel very emotionally mature. She knows that she can handle whatever waves are coming, whether they're small or large. But I think you're also in a space of indecisiveness. You want to be in the Queen of Cups energy and the King of Swords energy. You feel emotionally grounded, but you feel very indecisive about what it is you want, about how to move forward with your emotions, where to take your emotions. I think maybe you are working towards something. You want to make an offer to someone about something really steady and stable. You want to offer up your love to someone, and you say, okay, this is what I have, this is who I am, and I'm offering it to you, and I'm willing to build something and grow with you. I want to build and grow with you. And you feel you're coming from a place of the Queen of Cups where you feel very stable, but I think this other person may be the one that's indecisive or can't decide, or maybe has shut you out and cut you off and you can't really access them right now. Yeah, maybe you are the one who stepped forward and offered up something of stability and long-term to this person out of a place of emotional stability. You can provide materially and emotionally to this person, but they may have already cut you out. You may not be in contact with them right now. It may be hard to reach them. They may have some walls up, they may have their guard up, and it's making you feel really left out in the cold. It's making you feel really abandoned. Maybe you already did offer something to someone out of a place of, you know what, I'm emotionally ready. I'm ready to offer what I have. And you made your offer to someone who is very emotionally closed off and not ready for that. And it left you feeling very out in the cold, very abandoned, very neglected. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Maybe you started working, if this isn't about love, maybe you started working towards something with a very steady pace and a goal in mind. And it came from a place of, I really want this. I have the creativity. I have the passion for it. I have the emotional attachment to this idea, this plan, this goal that I have. But you were indecisive and you couldn't make the best decisions about what moves to make towards your business that you're building. And so you ended up in a place of financial hardship. You had the ideas, you were moving really steadily towards it. It started out with a creative idea. It started out with the passion and the emotional attachment to whatever this idea was, but you couldn't make the right decisions, or you failed to make the right decisions, or you weren't in the best headspace, you weren't a great leader, you didn't take enough initiative, and now you're in a space where you're suffering financially from it. You're at a place of, I don't have the funds to get this off the ground. I don't have the funds to keep this going right now. Because in the beginning of a business, the early stages are the toughest parts, because you need to spend money to make money. You may be in this period of financial lack right now, or maybe you're just in a lack mindset. Maybe you're in a lack mindset. But what you need to do is to step back into your King of Wands energy. Know who you are. Remember, you're that bitch. Remember that you have the power, the confidence, the social skills. Maybe all you need to do is to reach out to other people around you and ask for help. Maybe all you need to do is use your social power, use your clout, use your social skills and your ability to connect with people. Use that to your advantage to get your business off the ground. Have people you know shout you out. Have people you know try out your product, try out your business. Have people you know spread the word for you. And with the Empress, you need to remember why you started this. The creative desire to do this, right? You have this creativity that you want to express. You have this beauty and this grace that you want to send out into the world. And you need to remember who you are, and you have the confidence and the ability to do this. And all you need to do is keep working toward it at a really steady pace. Take it day by day, step by step. You'll come out of this. And even if this is not real and it's just a lack mindset, you just need to remember to use your social power, use all of your skills, reach out to the people around you, use the resources in your environment, and step into a place of creativity. Get creative with what you can do and how you can get this off the ground. I'm getting big business vibes. I'm not getting a relationship anymore. I'm getting big business vibes, career vibes. I think you need to remember who you are, step into a place of confidence and leadership with the King of Wands. And with the Empress, you need to get creative with how you're going to work towards this goal. What little steps can you do every day? How can you creatively start to market this? How can you use your friends and the people you know through your business? How can you ask them for help? There's a lot of different ways you can get this going. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. And you're going to keep working at it steadily, day by day. And with the King of Wands and the Empress, I think there's so many kings and queens in this. With the King of Wands and the Empress especially, I think that speaks to the Kendrick card where it says, don't demand respect, command it. I think you have this energy and this aura about you that draws people to you and makes them respect you and sees you as an authoritative, strong, leadership, confident figure with a lot of beauty and grace, and you can lead anyone and do anything. You can be broke without being broken. Maybe you're broke right now, but that's okay. You're working toward it. You believe in yourself. You believe in the creative idea of this project that you want to do. Become the cure, not the symptom. Maybe your business idea is a solution to a problem. Don't become another symptom of the problem. Don't create more shit in the world that people don't need. Don't create a business that everybody else is doing. Find a problem, find the solution to that, and create a business around that. Create a business around a solution to a problem that people can find really useful. Don't become another symptom. Be the cure to someone's problem. Be the solution. This was a beautiful reading. If you picked this card, I hope that you picked it out of your draw to Kendrick Lamar or the message in this oracle card. If you enjoyed this, please feel free to check out the illustrator and creator of this deck. I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I will also link it in the description. Hi y'all, for those of you who picked the last card, Miriam Makeba, it says, if the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. Your joy makes fools of your oppressors. In an age of liars, the truth is dynamite. I love this card. This is so very relevant. I hope the spread is relevant to this card. This is beautiful. So what I'm doing is just, I took a quarter of my Rider-Waite deck and I'm just going to shuffle it. Whatever comes out, but I'll ultimately pull 5 cards and an overall energy card. I think I'm going to start using the music oracle deck in my monthly readings for the signs because they're fun and I think they're a really nice top-off addition to a really good spread. I think I'm going to use those in the next round of monthly readings. All right, I'm just going to pull, I think. Yep, there it is. Whew. Wow. Wow. What a spread. Wow. Okay. So first we have for overall energy, we have the Fool card. So you may be connecting with an Aries or you have Aries in your chart. You are an Aries yourself. You may be starting to go headfirst into something. You may be stepping into a new version of yourself. You may be stepping into a new relationship, a new connection, a new mindset, a new way of life, a new job, a new path that you're going down. You feel the joyful, youthful energy of starting something new and not knowing where the road is going to take you, but being excited about it anyway. You're excited to see where the road takes you. You're excited to see what the outcome is, even though you can't see into the future right now. You're not worried about the outcome. You're excited about it. You're excited about the unknown, the uncertainty of it. You're starting on a new path. You're moving forward with innocence and naivety. You're ready for whatever this adventure is going to be. You're ready to go on this adventure. And I think it's going to start with some kind of ending. The tower's going to fall. There's going to be an ending that's coming. Something is being disrupted and ended. Something is coming to a really sudden financial... I don't know why I just said financial. That's interesting. Something is coming to a really sudden end. Maybe you're going to lose your job. Maybe you're going to fall in some hard times. But you're excited about where this new path is going to take you because I really, truly believe that everything happens for a reason. So if there's a big disruptive moment, whether or not it has to do with losing a job or whatever, I don't know why I said financial, but you know, there's going to be a big moment and there's going to be a big shift, a big change. Maybe what's changing is that your perception and your outlook on life is changing. Maybe there's going to be a big tower moment and you're going to say, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to move forward and keep going with my head held high, ready for whatever challenge or adventure is coming my way. But the tower's going to fall first. Something big is going to change and shift. Something's going to fall away so that something new can come in. And then we have the 4 of Swords and the 5 of Swords reversed. I think after this big tower moment, there's going to be a period of rest for you. You are going to use this as an opportunity to take some time out, to rest, relax, rejuvenate, meditate, reflect, do some inner work, go inward, do some self-reflection, think deeply about the journey you've been on, what's in the past, what you want now, where you're going in the future, where you're headed. You're really taking a moment to take some time out to rest and reflect and rejuvenate yourself so that you're ready for the next step, so that you're ready for the next adventure. You're taking a break, a respite, so that you can be prepared for the next future, for the next step. With the Five of Swords reversed, it's almost like you're taking this time to let go of a lot of the tension and aggression that you've been holding in. If this isn't about losing a job, it could be that a connection with someone comes to a sudden end, or even the Tower moment doesn't have to be an event. It can even just be as simple as a sudden realization that completely shifts your mindset and results in you making some changes in your life. It could be that this Tower moment is you realizing you need to take a break and think about what you are ready to let go of mentally. I think you're taking some time out to rest, and it's making you realize it's time to let go of some grudges, some resentment, some fighting and tension that you've been experiencing. Maybe you lost your job and you're taking some time out to rest and have a little break before you start your next job. But you're realizing how toxic of an environment you were in, and you're really glad that you lost this job. Maybe it was a really negative workspace. Maybe you're starting to realize how much better off you are not in that workspace anymore, not in that environment, because you're realizing how toxic it was, and you're letting go of the tension that you were facing, the constant mental battle that you were in when you were in that workplace. If this is about a connection, it could be that the Tower moment is that there's a sudden realization that you need some time alone. You need some time to be single. And in this time of you taking some time out to reflect and rest and meditate, you're realizing that you're releasing a lot of the tension that you were feeling, and you're realizing, oh, all of this tension and negative energy that I was holding in was because I was always around this certain type of person that made me feel that way. All this tension I was experiencing was because I was having these negative, draining energies in my space. This Tower moment is that realization, or the ending of that connection, making you realize, oh, I'm better off because I'm much more at peace now. I'm able to rest and take some time for myself. With the Strength card and the Star card, also, by the way, I have Aries energy, Scorpio energy, Leo energy, and Aquarius energy. So I do get a lot of fixed energy, but the Aries as the Fool overall is cardinal energy. There's a lot of major arcana in this. With the Strength card, I think you're stepping into a place of, okay, well, this isn't the end of the world. The tower fell, taking some time out to think about this. And you know what? It's not the end of the world. I am strong. I am able to handle anything. I can get through anything. And I know that I will get through this. And I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I know that there's hope for me. I'm going to remain optimistic. I'm going to have a good mindset for this and step into this with a good positive mindset that anything can happen, and I'm ready for whatever comes my way. And I have the strength to get through this tough period if it is tough, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful and I'm optimistic about what is to come. I have the strength to get through this, to move through this tougher period, to get through the rubble of the tower that crumbled, but I'm hopeful. I love that this reading starts with the tower and ends with the star. Those are consecutive cards in the deck. So after the tower falls, the sun shines again, the water's flowing again, you see the beautiful blue sky. After the storm comes the rainbow. You're very hopeful. You know that there are good things coming. You're realizing that you're better off without this because you're releasing a lot of the tension. You took some time out and you're realizing how much more peaceful and happier you are without that person, without that environment. And you're being strong. You're going to get through this, and you're being hopeful. You know that there's something better out there for you. Wow, all of these readings kind of had a similar connected message. I love that. You know that there's something better out there for you. You're ending something. You're breaking a cycle. I love that. The star card is so beautiful. And you're just going to go into it with a curiosity, an excitement, an adventurous mindset. You're ready for whatever comes your way. You're ready to go down this path, wherever this might lead you. Everything happens for a reason. When one door closes, another one opens. Maybe the tower fell and you were walking towards that tower. That was your end goal in sight. But when that tower fell, you realized, all right, I got to pivot my direction and I'm going to go somewhere new now. Where can I go now? What road am I going to go down? Where is this going to lead me? I don't know yet, but let's see. Let's find out. Let's do it anyway. Let's have some fun. I love this reading. If the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. So maybe the tower was cracked all along and we're realizing that it was meant to fall. If the tower was going to fall, it was meant to fall, and something else better was meant to come along. Your joy makes fools of your oppressors. So if this person was really a negative energy, a draining energy in your life, your joy and your optimism is going to drive them crazy, and that's the biggest flex that you can have on somebody. When you're happy and you're saying, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to take life one day at a time. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to remain optimistic. Your joy can make fools of the people that want to see you fail. The people that want to hurt you, the people that drained all your energy. Your joy is going to drive them crazy, and that's the best kind of energy that you can be in. In an age of liars, the truth is dynamite. Whoever was lying to you, their lies are going to come to a stop. You're going to see the truth in it. You're going to take some time out to realize how negative their energy was, how much of a liar they were. But you're moving on to something bigger and better. You hold the truth. And the truth is optimism and joy. Whatever negative energy was crowding up your space, you're letting it go because you have better things to do. You have happier people to be around. You have more positive energy to share with other people. You don't need that negative energy in your space. And whatever was meant to fall, this tower that was meant to crumble, it was meant to crumble. And something better's coming along, and you're ready to go down that path. That was a beautiful reading. I hope that you got something out of this. I hope that it resonated with you in some way, and I will see you at the end of this video. If you really liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear about it. In the description box, you can find a link to my August 2020 Spotify playlist. If you're into music like I am, I make monthly playlists and I put a bunch of random shit on it. So if you're looking for new music or if you're curious about what I listen to, then feel free to check that out. If you're new to my channel, I do monthly readings based on a 2-month span. All of the July and August readings are up, so if you want to check those out, go for it. And I've also posted a couple of collective readings over the last month or two. And now I will be starting on the next cycle of monthly readings, which is for August and September. I really appreciate all of your kindness and love. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.